much, and thank you media for coming. Nari, you know I love you very, very much. Okay, we have a very, very long association, friendship, and relationship that goes decades now. You know, Ashok, thank you. Andrea, thank you for this lovely cover. I just want to say one thing that when I was told about it being on the society cover again, uh, I've been on it a number of times, but I would like to say it's very special for me because when I first came in 1993 to Mumbai, when I got my first cover, was the Society Face of the Year '94 cover, and that kind of opened everything out for me, you know, and made my life so much easier. Because nowadays, of course, everybody's on Instagram and everybody can make any covers and be on them. But at that time, to get on a cover was truly an achievement, and it was really a big accomplishment because covers had that power. Is to, and especially the society cover, it was one of the most prestigious covers to get. And I was very young, and to be on that cover, I remember my family went and bought dozens of those magazines and distributed it in the colony. So a very, very close, warm feeling I feel for Magna Publications, and something I've learned from this man who's truly a legend, Nari, has been how to be a public person, but also keep his private life really, really private. So thank you for that, because that's something I really learned from it, and he's mastered that. I don't know how he disappears, but keeps this going on for decades and decades and decades. And thank you, Ashok, for being so kind and having me on this cover and giving me this moment. और ये सब तो आपने बता दिया, मेरी इतनी फिल्में आई हैं, इतना ये कुछ किया है, मैंने इतना कुछ अचीव किया है. अब तक सारा कुछ अचीव नहीं किया दोस्तों, पिक्चर अभी बाकी है. Firstly, I would just like to say it's been a very, very ambitious project. Ambitious because Vidyut, who has also produced this film, has really put everything into it. He's a master in the form of martial arts and sports. He's a professional athlete, and what he wanted to do was a film which the whole backdrop of the film is extreme sports. It was extremely challenging because he needed somebody to match up with him, and he thought I would do it. And I wish I had done this 20 years ago, because then I would truly be able to match up with him. But I tried my best, and it brought me into great physical conditioning. I've done all the wonderful things of jumping out of aeroplanes to doing some great stunts on a bicycle to slacklining, which is like basically walking on a thin rope. And it took a lot out of me, but I'm so glad I could do it, and that's why I love this profession. Because every time you feel, okay, ab ye nahi hoga mujhse, somewhere it comes, and then you have to do it, and you push the envelope, and you realize that nothing is impossible.
Yes, very super.
See, so I've been into fitness from a very, very young age. I ran nationals, 400 meters. So from the age of 12 or 13, when I remember I lost a race in school, and I was very upset. And I'd come home, and my mom's and I cried, and my mom said, "But you didn't practice, so you will not win." And I said, "I want to practice every day." And she used to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, get onto the scooter in the Vladi camp, and she would make me run and follow me on the scooter. And we'd run like 20 kilometers. First, of course, it was like 2-3 kilometers, and finally we were running 20 kilometers. And then I became really, really fast and ended up running for Tamil Nadu state when I was in Kodaikanal. So fitness has been a part of my life because of that. When you come into the film industry or into the fashion industry, unfortunately, I saw that fitness became a lot about the aesthetic sense. How a person wanted to look, wanted to get a six-pack or an eight-pack, and, just make muscles. Maybe take a lot of protein shakes, some supplements, and or some steroid shots and get there. And that's something I just couldn't relate to. So that's something which you shouldn't do, because your body is incredible. It's got everything in it, and if you take care of it naturally, you will achieve everything the way you were created, and it's going to be far more beautiful than any of these supplements can make that body look. So don't do fitness for the aesthetic sense. Do fitness as a lifestyle. That's the way I do it. It's like eating your food, like when you need to have breakfast, lunch, or dinner. The same way, if you put in half an hour to 1 hour to 45 minutes to 2 hours for yourself to work out, it's going to help you with your mental health, your physical health, and will give you all the great aesthetics that you need. And you will know your body, you will be able to communicate with it, it will communicate with you when it's not feeling too good, and you will learn to listen to it. And that's what fitness is to me, is to be able to communicate with your body while your body communicates with you as well. There are lots of things. You know, you always kind of look back on life and you realize, oh God, why did I do that? If I hadn't done that, maybe I would have been here, or maybe this, or maybe that. But you know, life is about ups and downs, and life is about making mistakes, learning from them. And if you don't make those mistakes, you will, and if those mistakes actually gave you good results, then you will keep making mistakes. So I'm glad whenever I've made mistakes, I've been able to, God has slapped me and has put me in my place. And so I've been able to shout out to Society Achievers magazine, and they have the best cover this year. It's got me on it. So please open it and read it, because there's some great content in there and there's some great information for you out there. So don't read stuff just on your iPads and iPhones. This time pick up a magazine and read it.
I just want to say that Arjun was the nicest person I've known. He doesn't have a mean bone in his body. He only has nice things to say about everybody. And it's been wonderful knowing him all these years.
Thank you.
सबसे पहले सोसाइटी अचीवमेंट के बारे में बताइए, कैसा है, कैसा होता है आपका एसोसिएशन जब आप अचीवमेंट के साथ?
हाँ, तो बहुत ही बढ़िया रहा है मेरा सोसाइटी अचीवमेंट अवार्ड मिलना इज़ अ बिग थिंग, क्योंकि बहुत ही सोच समझ कर वो लोग सिलेक्ट करते हैं, क्यों सिलेक्ट करते हैं, उनके क्राइटेरियाज होते हैं। तो मैं बहुत खुशनसीब हूँ कि मुझे कवर पे ही डाल दिया उन्होंने। मगर सोसाइटी और मैग्ना के साथ मेरा जो रिश्ता है वो अभी 20 साल पुराना है, शायद ज़्यादा 25 साल पुराना।
सर लुक
कि मेरा फर्स्ट कवर जो था, जब मैं मॉडलिंग की शुरुआत में थी, वो सोसाइटी कवर की थी 1994। उन्होंने मुझे फेस ऑफ 94 करके कवर पे डाला था। उनकी वो विजन थी कि मैं कुछ कर पाऊँगा, और उसके बाद बहुत सारी चीज़ें आसान हो गई थी मेरे लिए, बहुत लोग मुझे पहचानने लगे थे। और उस वक्त एक कवर पे होना, स्पेशली सोसाइटी मैगजीन के कवर पर होना बहुत मायने रखता है, क्योंकि हर घर में वो मैगजीन जाता था, लोग चाहते थे कि वो सोसाइटी कवर्स निकाले। मैंने खुद खरीदे हैं, उनमें से अपने फेवरेट लोगों के पेजेस काट के अपने बोर्ड पर रखा है या अपने दीवार पे चिपकाया है, क्योंकि उस वक्त आपको वैसे ही अपने कलाकारों से या जो भी आर्टिस्ट है उनसे वहीं पर मुलाकात होती थी इन मैगजीन्स के ज़रिए। तो अब मैं इतने सालों बाद एक कवर पे फिर आया हूँ, तो बहुत अच्छा।
तब से लेके अब तक अभी भी आप कवर पेज पर ही रहते हैं, कारवां चल रहा है, एंड बहुत सारे चेंजेस आ गए हैं हमारी सोसाइटी में भी। अगर हम देखें, अब लोग मैगजीन के जरिए तो इंस्टाग्राम पे स्क्रॉल करना बहुत ही ज़्यादा पसंद करते हैं, मैगजीन भी लोग पसंद करते हैं। ये जो सब टाइम चेंज हो गया, ये कैसे देखते हैं अर्जुन?
देखिए, चेंज तो इनएविटेबल है, सब कुछ बदलते ही रहता है। हम बदलते रहते हैं, जैसे हम दिखते थे पहले 20 साल पहले, आज वैसे नहीं दिखते। जिस तरीके की हमारी बॉडी थी, जिस तरीके से हमारे सोच थे, विचार थे, हम खुद बदलते रहते हैं, तो सोसाइटी बदलेगी। और एक चीज़ जो कांस्टेंट है वो है चेंज, और उस चेंज को किस तरीके से एक्सेप्ट करना, उस चेंज को किस तरीके से अपने आप में एक को खुद सीखना हमारे लिए बड़ी बात होती है। मगर जो हो चुका है, जैसे कि मैगजीन्स, वो सारा कुछ, उसे भी छोड़कर नहीं जाना, मगर अपने जो नए जनरेशन, जो नई पीढ़ी है, उनको भी वहाँ पर लेकर जाना और बताना कि देखिए, जब आप एक बुक उठाते हो या किसी की या एक मैगजीन उठाते हो, उसमें जिस तरीके से एक कहानी लिखी जाती है, वो भी पढ़ना बहुत ज़रूरी है, क्योंकि उसमें आपकी कॉन्सेंट्रेशन जो है वो बढ़ती है। इंस्टाग्राम में या फिर किसी भी ट्विटर पे या किसी भी ट्विटर नहीं, एक्स, ओके एक्स पे वो भी बदल गया तो उस पर जब हम जाके पढ़ते हैं तो हमको छोटे छोटे कैप्शंस मिलते हैं जो सेंसेशनलाइज ही होते हैं, जो करेक्ट इन्फॉर्मेशन होती है, जो विचारधारा होती है उस लेखक की, ज़्यादा कुछ होती नहीं है। तो उस पर रहिए ज़रूर, कम्युनिकेशन वहाँ पर भी सही है अपनी जगह, मगर इस चीज़ को ना हो।
So talking about your project Crack, Vidyut sir is there. I mean, don't you think it deserves more of success in career as far as potential is
I
concerned?
think everybody deserves more success. I think Vidyut's been very successful. I think he's done fantastically well to come from a martial arts background and be able to create such a star. He's done fantastically well. I'm sure Crack will take him to another level and grow more.
Ready. Sir, how does it feel being here that in Arjun Society was
Okay, so Arjun is such a compelling actor and such a good-looking guy. We've all been crazy about Arjun for decades. In fact, we barely get to see him on screen. I wish he'd do a lot more movies. And his film is going to be releasing in February called Crack, and it looks really intense and fabulous. And we are just waiting to watch him on screen again.
why Arjun?
Like I said, I mean, there was no, his movie is coming up. We've always loved Arjun. He's always been a society favorite. He's already spoken about how when he was put on the society cover, I think in 93 or 94, and how he was called the face of the year that year on that issue, and how it helped his career so much. So he's always been a society favorite. He has a great equation with Ashok, he has a great equation with Nari Hira, and yeah, I mean, no better person to put than Arjun.
Why did we choose the words fierce and fabulous?
Okay, so Arjun really has this very, kind of this fierce demeanor, and but as we saw out here today, I mean, he's really so sweet and he's so gracious and kind with everyone. But he's always got this very fierce look about him. And when you think Arjun Rampal, you always think okay, this guy is like a fierce, ferocious kind of guy, and he's super fabulous. So fierce and fabulous, I think, is a fabulous headline for him.
I think Andrea has already given all his story. I don't think anything is left. But yes, Arjun is our favorite, especially in my place of trying to achieve us. We wish him for good luck for his upcoming movie. That's it. Thank you, friends.